Hey YouTube, it's the test lead, and today's video is the top 4 manual QA bootcamps. I have a separate video for automation bootcamps, but as I said, this one's focused on manual QA. Before we get into it, if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. I make content for manual as well as automation QA to help you on your journey. Now back to the video. First off, bootcamps are not mandatory to enter the QA field. Honestly speaking, probably 95% of the information that you get from a bootcamp, you can get for free or at low cost online if you actually do the research yourself. So you might be wondering, why do people even choose bootcamps? 1, for the live feedback, where you can ask a teacher or professor a question and get a response right away. 2, for the accountability, where sometimes if you have a financial tie to something, you're more likely to take it serious. Where if you invest in a bootcamp, you don't do the work because you paid money for it. You want your money's worth. Another reason why you might use a bootcamp is the structure. You have a set curriculum and you know each week or each day what you're going to learn. Sometimes just using the internet, there's so much information you get overloaded because you don't know what to learn when. And personally, the main reason why I would use a bootcamp is for the networking. A lot of times, bootcamps have ties with employers and companies who they sent their previous graduates to. Because a lot of times getting your first job is about who you know and not what you know. So don't forget to network. You might be wondering, why is it a top 4? Why isn't it a top 5, top 10? I struggled to make it a top 4. And it's really a top 2 plus 2. You'll see as I go on. But every time I find a good bootcamp, there always be like one part that just didn't sit with me well. But maybe they had a good course structure, but they cost $20,000. And disclaimer, I have no relations, no ties, no affiliation with any of these bootcamps. Before you sign up for any bootcamp, make sure you do your due diligence, do your research before you put your money into it. Now we can officially start our list. The list will be based on the curriculum. Are they teaching me QA best practices? Are they teaching me how to use testing tools? Are they teaching me about databases using SQL? The price. Will you go into serious debt, try and get a bootcamp? I don't want that. So the first bootcamp on my list is Careerist. The cost is $4,199 USD if paid up front. For this amount, all of your tuition and fees are covered. You get unlimited access to JAS, which is their job assistance program, and you get 100% money back guarantee, but I'll get more into that later. They also have a bundle for $7,000 that involves some automation information as well. It includes everything from the previous as well as Python and more advanced SQL. For your purposes though, the cheap option should be suffice. Their money back guarantee is also another benefit. If you don't find a job within a year and meet certain qualifications, you can apply for a refund for your tuition. I'll put a link to the full requirements and stuff like that so you know going into it. And make sure before you sign up, you ask about this as well. Next, their curriculum. Their curriculum seems pretty good, but I wish they had more emphasis on SQL. They touch on basic SQL in Module 7 and advanced testing skills. I'm also assuming, even though it wasn't explicitly listed, that they go over testing tools as well. That may be something that you inquire about before committing to this bootcamp. And now finally, the reviews. I used 3 main sites for the reviews. Course Report gave it 4.57, Career Karma 4.7, and SwitchUp 4.56. As you can see, they all have above a 4.5, and these are major review platforms for bootcamps. Number 2, Test Pro. Their price actually wasn't listed like explicitly on their website. I had to do some digging to actually find it, which was slightly annoying, but I found it. And note, this is their price today. It might be different by the time you sign up. On Career Karma's website, it was listed at $2,497. Their curriculum seemed pretty well-rounded. It covered the testing tools, the testing best practices, and SQL. They even dive into some mobile application testing, something that many other courses do not. The reviews, once again, on the major websites, all are rated above a 4.5. out of 5. And now those are my 2 main suggestions for boot camps. Now these next 2 have potential to be good boot camps, but there's just like one thing or two that is missing or off. So first on this list is Dev Mountain. The cost of Dev Mountain is $4,900, and they offer scholarship opportunities to help you transition and pay their tuition. Next, their curriculum. This is why it has potential to be a good boot camp, but it just doesn't fit well for me yet. First, I had to join their mailing list to see the full course outline, and even then, some parts are still very vague. I did not see any mention of SQL or database management tools, which should be required for any QA bootcamp. I may have just missed it, so you may want to inquire about this before signing up. If you inquire and they say it's not part of the curriculum, I would not sign up for this bootcamp. It's no slander, but SQL is an important part of being a QA engineer. If they do say they have it, then I would consider it. On the major sites, all their reviews are above a 4.2. So like I said, good potential, but the curriculum, you're just missing one thing. And now the last bootcamp on my list is QA Elaborate. Their cost is between $1,500 and $2,000, which is amazing in comparison to the other bootcamps. That depends on if you go on site or do it online. Their curriculum is another strong point. I'll have a link in the description box to see the full curriculum, but it seems pretty good. And now finally, the reviews. They're basically non-existent. They had like 1 or 2 on Google and Yelp, and that was it. This is their major drawback. Honestly speaking, if they didn't have like an on-site option, I probably would think it's a scam. Because in today's world, having no reviews for whatever company you have, no matter what industry you're in, it's kind of like a red flag. So once again, they have potential to be really good, but until I see more reviews, I wouldn't go with it just yet. And now let's wrap it up. As I started with, boot camps are by no means a requirement for getting into the QA field. They can help you expedite your process though. If you have taken any boot camps that you suggest or talk about your experiences, please leave it in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful at all, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want help on your QA journey, please check out my book, QA Must Know Vocabulary. The link to that will be in the description box below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or suggestions for future videos, please leave them below. And most importantly, don't forget to learn something new today.